Spiffing! Good to see you. With your help, we'll have these crocs cleared out in no time at all, and you can claim your book. You there. You look like a stout young wizard. I require your assistance. The archaeologists found magical artifacts that may seal the crocs in the Palace of Fire. It's risky, but it just might work. Please find my men and give them these artifacts. Report back to me with news.
Thanks. Looks like the Crocs are trying to break out of here. We'll hold the line with these artifacts. I heard from Amanda that the Nirini gained some of their power from flame gems they keep in the palace. If you could go around and collect them, I'm sure their magical powers would be reduced.
These artifacts had better work. These Crocs are amassing an army. The Nirini nobles just keep coming. Say there, can you do me a favor? I need to fill out this information sheet about the enemy, but I fear that I am no match for the magical creatures here. Would you be willing to go up against them and write down their strengths and weaknesses as battle tactics? You can't expect to go to war without all the paperwork in order.
At last! Once we use these artifacts, we can stop the army. See there. I've been waiting for some reinforcements to show up, but they are way overdue. I surmise that these flame guardians are keeping the truth. Would you be good enough to give a few of these overgrown campfires the toss? I think with a few less of their numbers, my boys can get through.
Thanks for this. I just hope I can hold out against all the Nirini warriors. Say, I saw you in action out there, and you look like you could put those Nirini warriors in their place. I've barely made a dent on their defenses, and it's likely because they have some magic scrolls on their side. I have heard that they carry the scrolls of the Nirini on them for protection. If you were to take some of these away from them, we'd have the advantage over those overgrown lizards. Care to take some out?
Welcome back, young wizard. With the artifacts in place, the Crocs won't be getting out of this pyramid if we can help it. We may have slowed the Crocs down, but I can't just leave my soldiers out there. They'll be overwhelmed. My higher-ups won't like this, but please, Defeat some Nirini warriors and Nirini flame guardians. Give my soldiers a fighting chance. Say there, might I trouble you for a favor? Those brutish desert golems pilfered our food supply, hoping to drive our troops out. Still, nothing stops our strapping young lads from doing their duty. Even so, being hungry will slow our boys down. Can't do battle on an empty stomach. Would you care to wrestle with some of those frightful sand monstrosities and get our tins of food back? By Jove, you've done it! It looks as if you've punched a hole in their defenses. Now the other lads will be able to get here when the fighting starts. I wish we had a whole brigade of spell slingers like you. We'd have won this battle with the Tuts long ago. Cheers.
You took the scrolls of Nirini away from those warriors? Gadzooks! You've just turned the tide of the battle in our favor. I'd rather not hang on to these scrolls of Nirini. If I were to get attacked, they would just fall into the hands of the enemy again. Would you be good and take these up to Zane in the library?
You were able to get all the data I needed on the enemy? Brilliant! Now I can come up with the best tactics for us to use. With this data, we're certain to defeat the Tuts.
You were able to collect enough of the flame gems to diminish the Nirini's powers? Brilliant! Soon we'll have those reptiles on the run. Tell you what, I'm not sure these flame gems are safe down here. If I have these on me, I think I will be in danger. The Nirini are sure to try to get them back. I could not hold them all off for long. I think it would be most prudent if you were to take these outside the pyramid, up to Sergeant Major Talbot at the Oasis. He'll know what to do with them.
Huzzah! We really gave those crocs what for. The soldiers are holding their own now. Outstanding. Splendid! You retrieved our biscuits. It's hard to do battle, especially when you don't have any biscuits for tea. By Jove, I think you've saved this entire campaign. Cheers! My men are doing all they can, but they can't fight forever. It's not enough to hold the army. We have to defeat it. One last request, young wizard. Defeat the Nirini family. They have erected a spirit barrier to the throne room. Their names are Edo, Nebbit, Shai, and Akori. Defeat them, and the barrier will be broken down.
You poor, pitiful wizard. I am glad you showed up here. I will do you a favor. I shall put you out of your misery.
You may have seen the fall of the other Nirini, but the next thing you will see is me celebrating my victory. Thus begins the draining of your strength, and the restoration of my glory.
Once I have exhausted your power, let us see if you still approach the great Debit Nirini with such disrespect.
First-rate work, young wizard. I may have taken a few risks, but you really put the lives of my men before your own. Now that we have the key to the throne room, we can continue the assault in there. You're a true hero in my book. Report to Professor Winthrop and tell him of our successful assault. He should be ready to proceed into the throne room now.
You recovered the key? Oh my, this is a red-letter day indeed. We must hurry. Now we can get inside the map room and find where the Order of the Fang is hiding. I have to gather some notes and then I'll meet you inside the map room. See you there. You say you want me to hang on to these flame gems so that the Nirini will not be able to use them against us? Of course I will. In fact, I'll have them sent back to Marleybone just to make sure they stay safe.
You brought me these scrolls because one of the Marleybonians thought they may be dangerous if they were left down there?
Zane takes a look at the scrolls you hand to him.
The scrolls of Nirini. I see why they would not want these to remain in the pyramid. I will hold on to these for you and make sure they remain safe. The Wizard City news is a little outdated here. We occasionally get the paper from them, but it's been a while. Would you mind picking up a newspaper from the Wizard City Library?
Yes, yes. We normally have the news here, but unfortunately we're sold out. Big news broke out about alligators in the underground sewers. The paper sold out fast. I know how you might get one. Gamma just flew off from here a little bit ago. He'll probably be willing to give you his copy.
You need the news, you say? For the Krokotopia library. Funny you should ask about that. I just flew in from the library with this, but if the Krokotopia library needs it, you are more than welcome to take it.
Gamma gives you the paper.
Here you go. Have a safe trip.
Thank you very much. It would be nice to have some fresh news around here.
You hand the paper to Zane, and he reads the headlines.
Alligators in the sewers? It's like they are everywhere.